Miami. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. The Dolphins at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, Maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes, but it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Play action. Now it's Tua. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Clemson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now May on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, May. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. Looking to throw, May. There's Chris Olave. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 19-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and run for this with Wright. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with May. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 1 ATX.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team,
Are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Now 2nd and 3. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's May. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. In motion, Hill. On play action, here's Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. On 1st and 10, it's May. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throwing now, May on first down. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's May. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
From the shotgun, May with it. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing here is May. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Bradley Chubb. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll throw with May. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. To throw, it's May. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The Patriots send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is taken at the 23. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work.
Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
We got trips over here.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cam Smith taking him down on the corner blitz.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Complete to right. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 30. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. first and 10, it's Mostert. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a first carry for their fullback. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jonnu Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14 to 10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for New England. And even 50 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Tries the left side and finds Olave. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's a give up the middle. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Right. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Here's Wright. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Jalen Wright, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Now 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Tua, a run with Mostert up the middle. He'll take this to the 46.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Gotta do better. Go. 54, Mike. 54, Mike.
Tua. This is caught by Waddle. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This is 1st and 10. Tua to throw. Another catch there for Waddle.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Here comes 2nd down.
54, Mike.
Tagovailoa.
Buying time to his left. Looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Here's Tua.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to potentially send us to overtime. Sanders' kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Here's 1st and 10. On play action, May.
And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
2nd and 10. It's May again.
Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's first down. From the shotgun, it's May.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. They'll work the middle here with Wright.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now a first throw here in overtime.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Wright's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On third down, here's a run by Wright.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Right back to him on first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is in for the score.
is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Patriots, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.